Proposing new rules to support passengers dealing with preventable flight delays or cancellations. How this could pay off for airline customers just ahead.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. Britain has officially crowned its first new monarch in 7 decades. From the coronation to the big concert at Windsor Castle, many showed up to support King Charles III and Queen Camilla. We'll have highlights of the royal celebration.
Well, hi. How's everybody? New here at 10 o'clock, and a lot of people are talking about this. That new movie, Oppenheimer, the Christopher Nolan film, we have a brand new trailer. We will share that with you. It's coming up.
Social media posts of a gunman who went on a shooting rampage at a mall, killing 8 people. They say he may have been driven by right-wing extremism. KTLA's Eric Spillman in the newsroom with more. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Frank. There is also a report just into our newsroom that the shooter was kicked out of the U.S. military because of concerns about his mental health. We'll have more on that in just a minute. First, though, we focus on the people who were killed in that shopping mall outside of Dallas. One of them was 20-year-old Christian LaCour. He worked as a security guard at the mall. His sister says he was a sweet, caring young man who was loved greatly by our family. His grandmother wrote on Facebook that he was such a beautiful soul. Also killed was 27-year-old Aishwarya Tatikonda. A relative tells a Dallas TV station that she was working as an engineer in Texas while her family was in India. Last night in Allen, Texas, the community where this tragedy happened, people gathered to mourn for the innocent people who lost their lives to a gunman with a semi-automatic weapon.
Victims and their families. As the healing begins, we will recover. We will not let the actions of one individual impact our resolve. We will band together as a community and will emerge even stronger.
On a Saturday afternoon at the Allen Premium Outlet Mall, you could hear the sound of gunfire outside an H&M store, and people ran for their lives. A man wearing tactical gear and armed with an AR-15 style rifle was shooting people randomly. Hundreds of shoppers scrambled for cover. When it was over, 8 people were dead. 7 more had to be taken to the hospital with gunshot wounds. It was the 200th mass shooting in the U.S. so far this year. An eyewitness named Stephen Spainhauer tried to help some of the victims.
I then found a 4 or 5-year-old calling out from under the other victims and started wandering around asking for help for his mama, and I took him to the side. He was the first victim I got out with a police officer assistance that showed up just a few seconds later.
Police officers who just happened to be at the mall for another reason responded to the shooting. They opened fire and killed the gunman, who, according to the Associated Press, is identified as 33-year-old Mauricio Garcia. The AP, citing a law enforcement source, reports that federal agents are reviewing Garcia's social media accounts and that some of his posts expressed interest in white supremacist and neo-Nazi views. The New York Times reports one profile is full of rants against women and black people, and that Garcia had a patch on his chest that read RWDS, which stands for Right Wing Death Squad. CNN is reporting Garcia served in the U.S. military but was removed due to concerns about his mental health. This latest mass shooting has reignited the debate over whether to enact tougher gun safety laws. President Biden says Republicans can't just react to the epidemic of mass shootings with a shrug. But Greg Abbott, the Republican governor of Texas, says more gun laws won't fix the problem of rising anger and violence in American society. Last night, the coach of the Dallas Stars hockey team spoke about the massacre.
It's tough to think about games when you wake up to headlines like that, and you know, we shop there. I mean, that's probably, and it's you know, I don't have the words for it. I just, you know, there has to be some answers. Somebody has to have some answers for it.
The Stars canceled an outdoor watch party outside their arena, and other Texas professional sports teams took part in a moment of silence to honor those who died. Jessica?
All right, Eric, thank you for that from the newsroom this morning. Authorities in Riverside are announcing a huge bust at an illegal marijuana dispensary, seizing more than $1 million in cannabis products. Riverside County Sheriff's deputies raided the facility in Jurupa Valley last Thursday. During a search, more than 115 pounds of marijuana were recovered, along with 10 pounds of magic mushrooms and other cannabis products. Several people were detained, but authorities did not provide any further details.
New this morning, later this hour, President Biden and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg are expected to announce new consumer protections for airline passengers.
KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos live in our news center to explain what that would entail. Annie Rose, good morning.